All right, here we are live from the Apple Store, Manhattan, 14th Street, 9th Avenue, where Meatpacking District blends into the West Village, the White Horse Tavern, Bleecker, all the most beautiful gentrified parts of this the fillet of the neighborhood, the tenderloin. Welcome. What do we want to talk about? We want to talk about crypto. You want to talk about fucking doing ketamine. You want to talk about, I don't know, what's the cool thing now? We should turn our art into fucking nature, I think. It's legal now, and I see people smoking weed everywhere. So I thought it might be a cool move to try and smoke weed on the show. Well, it's CBD. I mean, it's legal here, so fuck you. I can do what I want. This plaza is a no smoking plaza, but I just thought it'd be kind of a fun Eric Andre-ish stunt to be out here hitting the tiny little joints that I roll. I don't really, I try to make, I feel like I smoke a lot, and an eighth lasts me about a week and a half, I'd say. 7 to 10 days. So I don't know what the hell. I don't even get high. Maybe I'll read some from my notebooks. Have I read this stuff before? Oh, this is all. It's interesting that all these rich people live in converted stables. You know, like a carriage house is like a really nice residence now. You convert a carriage house, make it real. That's what Palazzo Chupi is. It was a stable. They just built this artistic condominium tower on top of it. It's a nice day here in New York City. It's 72 degrees. Out here getting some vitamin D. I want to keep the live stream alive. I was reading this article today about this guy, Mr. Beast, or something like that. Something Beast. He's set to overtake PewDiePie as the number one most subscribed YouTube account, and he's diversified. The article. It was in the New York Times, but I read it through a bootleg, copy and pasted New York Times. And it's all about, he wants to be the next Elon Musk. I just can't believe people go for this shit. You know, the internet fanboys and all of the bullshit that people pile on with the hashtags. And I mean, I think people really like Elon Musk and shit. Like I don't know. I've got to figure out a way to be a YouTuber. It's not going that great necessarily. I'm here in Manhattan and nobody's fucking watching, but I'm going to crack this somehow. Maybe do I need more? Do I need guests? Do I need to do more? They said, oh shit. They said it was all about like stunt philanthropy, like giving away $1,000 or giving away $1 million. David Dobrik does that shit too. I don't know. Why is that appealing for people to watch that on video? I don't know. I guess it's like those reality shows where they go to some small town and like make it over or whatever, make everybody's dreams come true. People like to watch that on TV. God, there was some other reality show thing. I don't know. It's just all insane. All of these fucking shows, the things that people like to watch are so goddamn stupid. I want to be kind of an mental DJ. You know, this is the thought playlist. This is the shuffle. Just whatever is on our mind, whatever comes out. I did a couple episodes. So I've been taping because like I said, I want to keep up with this. I've been kind of, you know, when I was at home in Columbus, it was my main focus was to be a YouTuber. I watched YouTube 5 days, every fucking day from, the time I woke up to the time I went to sleep. I was on YouTube. I would stream, 2 hours twice a day for 2 days a week. So I was on YouTube 8 hours a week. There's a lot of content. My whole pandemic arc is on YouTube. That was my I wouldn't say it's my magnum opus, but it was a giant there's got to be a German word for this. There's got to be some German word meaning just like absolutely massive. 40,000 page novel or something. Kunstwerk, Genstandkraften. So go back, watch my old YouTube videos. I think they hold up. I mean, that's the thing about the live streams. I'm like, well, do people really want to watch them if they're pre-taped? And it's like, yeah, I think so. It's like old Tonight shows. It's like old Letterman. People watch anything. Put it on TV, they'll watch anything. And then, so I've upgraded my audio. So I've got the podcasting thing. I try to compete. I try to talk about, I'm not the edgiest edgelord or anything. I'm not like necessarily, I'm not in Dime Square. Maybe I need to do a Dime Square episode. I think that's where the Chapo Trop House people live. And a lot of the younger kind of, that's where the progressive, fashionable intelligentsia, that's where the kind of real scene is. I feel like it's not, I don't know. Is it the same people as Bushwick? Maybe it is. But it feels like that's the kind of like, I don't know, influencer bohemia. People who are actually painters and writers and what's it? Montez Press Radio. I'd like to get involved with that. I'm not cool enough. I don't know. I'm kind of I'm on my ham radio. I'm on my CB, my home broadcasting system. Amateur, just sending my vibes out into the cosmos. If anybody's out there, I don't know. I don't have any listeners. I mean, I do. Some of my friends click the episodes, but I don't know how to go viral like Mr. Beast. That was kind of what was interesting about the article. He said once he figured out how to go viral with videos, then he applied kind of his business money-making schemes to that. I don't necessarily know that that's my goal. I'm surprised that a lot of that stuff is successful. A lot of the shit that's successful on YouTube, it's like, it's a reaction video. Here's a video, literally you're watching me watching other people's videos and reacting. I would never think that that's popular in a million fucking years. So I don't know. I'm being lazy and original and just doing what I think feels natural. This is harder than a fucking reaction video. I feel like I'm out here in the real world. You can watch all my extras, my highly paid extras in the background, behaving just like real people. It's a slice of life. You're seeing cars go by. I don't know. I don't know why people don't fucking watch. I'm on the street of New York. I thought once I got in New York, people would watch. I saw Action Kid on the street the other day. Did I mention that yet? I was walking back. It was after my date 10 days ago, at Randall's Island. Oh, there's a bunch of cops over there. And I was walking through Central Park. I kind of walked over to Central Park afterwards. And I was walking on Central Park South, coming down, I think, 6th Avenue. Maybe it was 7th Avenue. And I saw, Action Kid. It's like, he's got a lot of viewers, thousands. I'd say he regularly gets recognized when he's going around. But his whole operation is just a fucking cell phone camera this big. It's relatively unassuming. You don't even hardly notice it. I'm crossing the crosswalk. I see this guy holding his camera as he's coming towards me. I'm like, oh, it's fucking Action Kid. And, you know, I was kind of in sober mode, so I was confident. And I was just like, yo, Action Kid. He looked like he didn't really want to be recognized. Like, it was kind of like, all right. I'm streaming. Don't blow my cover. But he also looked kind of flattered. He kind of smiled. So that's what I'm trying to build. I'm trying to build Cash Jordan. He's the other guy I was watching. He's like a New York City real estate video guy. So I've got to find my niche. I got to improve my thumbnails. It's one thing when I've come down to the Apple store to do my, intermittent internet check-in. I need to change out my thumbnails on my YouTube videos so people actually click them. Not necessarily that they ever will. I don't know. What am I not pithy enough? My fucking parents watch Glenn Kirshner or whoever that guy is. Justice Matters. I don't know. What's so good about these fucking people? I guess they clarify their ideas and compress them and shit. I'm just kind of winging it. That could be the title of the show, Winging It with Frankly Fabulous. I don't know. There are kind of a lot of cops around here. NYPD traffic, though, they're not really cops. They just kind of write people tickets. They're like a money harvesting scheme. My brother and I guess it's illegal to drive on 14th Street now unless you're a bus. And there's signage, but like, come on, it's 14th Street. It's like one of the busiest crosstown streets probably in the whole fucking city. Like, they really expect people to not drive on it. So it was like a camera thing. It was like 9 a.m. Nobody was even on the fucking street. So we thought, okay, is this okay? Like, yeah, I guess so. There's no cops or anything, so let's do it. Then he got a ticket in the mail. A fucking camera had taken a picture of him in a video, had a whole video and everything. Sent him a ticket automatically for $50 for driving on 14th Street. I think it's between the hours of like 7 a.m. and 6. It's just absurd. It's like, it's clearly just a cash cow. It's a way for them to just send people tickets with impunity. And what are you going to do, you know? In New York, just like, oh my God, they make so much goddamn money from the tolls and all the weird parking rules and shit. So I appealed it. Jack sent me a message. Look at this shit. You could tell he wasn't super stoked about it. And I said, well, fuck, this is bullshit. Like, they can't send you a ticket. Like, there's no warning. Like, it's absurd. It's one of the busiest streets. Like, we're from out of town. We don't know the fucking local, nuances of the goddamn traffic and stuff. So I wrote, like a page long kind of impassioned, indignant demand that they repeal this fucking outrageous fine. It's automated. They just send you a fucking ticket in the mail. Like, it's one of the busiest goddamn streets. Like, block it off, or I don't know. It should be more apparent. And there was nobody on it. There's no reason for this ticket. It's not like we were cramming it with traffic and shit. It's like, it was 10 o'clock in the morning. So I haven't heard back from him about whether or not they're actually going to, or they made him pay the ticket. I told him I'd pay it if my Johnny Cochran attempt didn't work. And I haven't heard anything back, so I'm assuming that they just nullified it. The NYPD traffic people. But who knows? We could still be, I don't know. I'm not sure what. He's been kind of pissed at me. He's not really talking to me for some reason. I'm also trying to move this weekend, so I'm trying to find people to do that. I made a couple Instagram posts about it. A lot of my New York friends are like looking at the post. The only person who reached out to me was Jabril. God bless Jabril. And to be honest, I don't know. My relationship fucked over a lot of my friendships everywhere. but particularly in New York. So a lot of the people who are looking at the Instagram post are like from kind of in the past. So they probably all fucking hate me. But God, thank you, Jabril. He's going to help me. If we could even get one or two other people, I think we can make it work. I think I can just rent a truck, go by myself to the storage, load it by myself because they have nice carts at the storage. Drive the truck by myself to my apartment. Just meet, whoever wants to help me at the apartment. They can help me unload the truck. If we got 4 people, we could do it in half an hour, 45 minutes. And it would be easy for them. They just have to go up and down the stairs, which sucks. But the more people we get to help, the better. And then we can smoke afterwards. And, I'm vaccinated. I know Jabril's vaccinated. I feel good about it. I want to get my stuff. I want to get my books. I want to get my cameras. It's time. It's all systems go. I need to get my video stuff together. So like I said, I'm trying to build my YouTube. I don't know. Live streaming just sort of randomly into the void doesn't really seem to work that well. But that's not the point. The point is just to do the work. I don't know. I'm wondering, is this supplanting more valuable work that I could be doing? Like in Ohio, I kind of had to do this because it was just like the only way I could do video, really. But now it's like, okay, should I spend this time writing scripts? Should I spend this time fucking shooting stuff? Would that be time better well spent? One thing about internet content is like, I don't think production value helps. I think people like shitty. They like the the net kind of dumbness of it. All the viral shit is like, Star Wars Kid or TikTok. What could be more like compromised and shitty as far as video quality goes than TikTok? Like it's 10 seconds and the shit that works on it, it's all just filmed in people's ugly subdivision houses and apartments. Like people like that about it. Memes, a lot of memes are just about the total shittiness of technology. How shitty, cell phone cameras are and blurry freeze frames of kind of like some kind of crazy symbolic moment or indicative image. The image quality has been really degraded, but
I don't mean to interrupt.
No, that's fine.
How's it going?
Good.
Good guys here, boss man. And today I'm just doing a fundraiser for my boys' basketball team.
Okay. Okay. I actually don't have any money. That's sweet. Awesome shirt though, man. Thanks a lot. Selling candy. Maybe I should give him money. I don't know. I don't eat candy. But I don't know. Maybe I should just give him money anyway. I do like coming to this park, so I don't necessarily, and it's my home base. Maybe I need to branch out and do other New York City locations. Washington Square Park, Madison Square Park, different Starbuckses, maybe, different Apple stores, Apple Store Soho, Apple Store, Fifth Avenue, Plaza Hotel. So I don't know. I need better content. I need trying to tap. I mean, it's just whatever works on YouTube just seems so anathema to anything that's like my natural interest or aesthetic or it's just all alt-right, Bitcoin, Dogecoin, fucking what's the other thing? Live streaming, playing video games. As a kid, you feel so guilty. Oh God, I'm playing video games all the time. I can't think of anything to film. I need to write a script. I need to make a 90-minute long feature film. No, what's going to make you famous is live streaming yourself playing goddamn video games. Like, what's the most undisciplined, most boring sounding thing you could possibly fucking do? Like, sitting on my ass on the couch, totally not doing anything beautiful or constructive or artistic, or just fucking live streaming goddamn me playing World of Warcraft or Dota or I don't even know, Fortnite. What the fuck do people play anymore? Just to show that it can be done. You know, more often than not, people in New York mind their own business. That's kind of like the law of the land here. You're constantly thinking, oh my God, like, is somebody gonna like interrupt me? Is somebody going to, you know, say you can't do that? And it's weird because people here are so well behaved. There isn't really social outbursts hardly at all anymore. I mean, other than there's a little bit more kind of street life since the pandemic, but I imagine, you know, that will probably be phased out by the end of the summer. Like, it'll go back to the way it was. Probably that's what they're gearing up for. You know, I like the outdoor performances, the bands, outdoor dining. Like, there's a little bit of that, you know, all the graffiti everywhere. It's cool. There's a little of that old-fashioned kind of edginess. And honestly, a lot of the bands I've seen performing out in public are better than the shit I've seen in bars. They can actually boogie and shit. Oh shit, am I even using? I hope so. Yeah, I think I am. I think I'm using the USB. Check. Yeah, this is right. God, there's probably fucking cameras everywhere, to be honest, in this little plaza. Like, the NYPD probably does have this. You know, like, if I start smoking, is some cop gonna come out of nowhere and like give me a ticket or something? You know, I want that freedom. I want this. You know, people are so obedient to like the police, and it's like there should be a sense that the population is more powerful than the police. You know, like, we're the ones who say how shit's gonna go. If we want to smoke weed on the street, if we want to, you know, act out, be outlandish, play music on the street, like, yeah, that's the way it should be. You know, like, New York, you kind of leave each other alone, you know? Maybe let me just broadcast like the blank plaza for a second. See, that's kind of a nice shot, don't you think? That video would probably be more popular if I just literally live streamed people fucking sitting here. It's ambient. It's an ambient environment. It's New York City, Gainsborough Plaza. Plaza is such a hilarious, like, corporate public space. Like, you're allowed to sit here, but not really for that long. You can't do Occupy Wall Street. You know, the park closes at midnight. And it's concrete and it's this weird furniture and shit. I mean, I guess our society does need a super ego in a way, a sense that like you can't just do whatever you want. But I don't know. I feel like just generationally, everybody's very scared. People are kind of used to being in passive observer role. They're afraid to act out. They're afraid to like be animated or unpredictable or weird, unusual. You know, for as much like glamorization as there is of like weirdness, like nobody actually really wants to be weird. They want to be weird, but they want to be like approved of being weird. Like if you're weird and nobody likes your posts, like it's just fucking, it's weird. You know, it's like it's cringe. It's, and I don't know. I think that's, there's so much like super ego in our generation. Once again, it's the boomers as our parents, like just totally trying to keep us safe and tell us what to do and just dictating everything we can have and can't have, even still, you know, apartment wise, they own everything. They want to keep us safe, you know, rubber proof, baby proofing the playgrounds. And in school too, you know, school, you don't want to get noticed. You don't want to be embarrassed. You don't want to stand out. You know, the classroom enforces this, like you're going to sit, you're going to behave, you're not going to move for 8 hours a day. Like, for, you know, the first 15 years of your fucking life, like, it's hard to recover from that. You know, as adults, it's like, I don't know, especially now, it's like how many people make it through. Everybody's kind of been smoothed out by social media. People that used to be kind of like rough around the edges, cutty, they all have Instagram accounts where they have 1,000 followers and they think they're cool, you know, with all their tattoos and, you know, Instagram friendly, instagenic aesthetic, everything. The way that cities look, the way that food looks. They're designing it so it looks good on fucking Instagram. You know? It's like pre-filter. You know, it's like it's all designed to be photographed and hashtag and shared. That's how your business grows. You know, word of mouth. You know, are people taking pictures there? Are they tagging the location? Are they sharing? Are they inspired to take pictures of their food? And are they influencers? You know, now it's like, now let's give influencers free shit. We'll give them free meals. We'll give them free hotels, free vacations. So they'll post it to their fucking, you know, account because they have 60,000 followers or whatever. I mean, that's advertising. You know, that's where the audience is. You know, there's no longer obviously the kind of like prime top down conglomerates that own people's attention. It's like, it's clear that now we are all broadcasters or entertainment figures or radio people or what have you, and we all own a little piece of each other's attention. I don't know. I'm trying to be a fucking influencer, man. I'm trying to like build my goddamn Instagram. You know, as much as I hate it, it's like I need to fucking. What if I had 1,600 followers, I would feel like I had a lot going on. You know what I mean? And it's just like, that's the business we're in. That's where advertising is going to take place. That's where fucking. Should I interview this girl? Do you want to be involved? This girl's kind of sitting near me. I resent that. I think it's kind of superficial. It's image based. Werner Herzog has that quote about, are images degraded? We're suffering a poverty or a famine of good images. I mean, I think images are taking everything over. They have been for a long time, and now everybody's got a gun in their hand everywhere they go. So the proliferation of images is just out of control. And I mean, the true owners of the conglomerate, the true network, is Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg, who's like the least fucking aesthetic, creative person. It's just images are the most effective form of content. They're the most vivid. They fill in the most of the picture. So owning Instagram and Instagram Live and moments. There's Facebook moments. Now there's Twitter fucking fleets or whatever the fuck it is. It's like, they all know that they have to be in the image game. I mean, even the most popular posts on Twitter have pictures and shit. Like, people just like pictures. I don't know. It's probably biological. It's just more of the story. It's colors. It's more descriptive. You see more exactly. Having somebody tell you what some country 1,000 miles away looks like is a lot different than going there or seeing pictures of it. So, I don't know. My phone sucks. There's dust all over the camera. All the pictures I take look like a fucking serial killer took them or something. They're all crazy. They're all fucking like, really bad, low quality. So I need to upgrade that. I mean, there's a lot of things that I've been sort of like, I don't know. I'm so frugal and I'm such a like constipated when it comes to money that there's so many things that I need to get. This PA system, I need to get that. I need to get the outdoor PA, the rechargeable PA. I need to get this RCA to USB thing so I can upload my VHS tapes. I need to get my shit out of storage so I get my cameras. I need to get my bike so I can get around. I need to get my blue snowball microphone. I need to get, guitars out of storage. So I'm doing transitional, but I do think it's important to get on and practice this. Talking for hours at a time, it is like something you need to exercise, something you need to get in the groove with. So I do want to keep doing this. I need to get the fucking internet at my house. That's one reason why I'm coming to goddamn the Apple store, because I mean, I think this is cool. I think it's interesting to fucking like, be out in, kind of the real world and shit. It's like Bogdanovich. This is my They All Laughed. This is my They All Laughed remake. Could I just do that right now? Could I I'm John Ritter. I need to do a meet cute. I think I can make that happen. This girl over here is smoking, so I think I can smoke too. I want to interview her. I think that would be a good show. I think people would watch probably if I actually did things. If I did things that were fun and actually had effort that I put into, if I was brave and I kind of like interacted with people. I don't know. I need a PA system. But we're building it one step at a time. I think that's the archive here is if you watch all of the episodes, 100 hours. I think they are rewarding. I think it's interesting. I listen to other podcasts. I listen to fucking Bill Maher and shit. It all sucks, man. Like, this is definitely more interesting and better than Bill Maher. No doubt about it. I think Bill Maher is bad for liberals. He's been on top too long. There needs to be, and John Oliver, he's kind of smarmy in a way. I mean, I know that he flatters like the Whole Foods people and the really smart, educated people love fucking John Oliver, but the rest of us, he's smug. And he's British. I don't know. It's just kind of crap. It's just kind of outrageous. This guy's going to come over here and, you know, he looks kind of like Mr. Bean meets like, Davy Jones from the Monkees. Or Keith Moon. Maybe Keith Moon. He's not that cool, though. But Bill Maher, I meant to shit on Bill Maher. John Oliver's all right. He's actually got it, he's actually right about everything. Bill Maher is just like old. He's like one of these guys that is, he used to be socially liberal. If you fucking think about the 80s or whatever when he came out, it's like, but like the world has goddamn changed. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I think it's an online date. Maybe I think a couple of online dating. And it's just like, this guy's the top political kind of comedian. He's got the top show, on HBO. Like, I don't know. There's a generational turnover that's happening that, and I think this is part of it. There needs to be young voices. A lot of these older people are being dethroned. I don't know. Does it always work that way? It feels like a wave. It feels like very severe what's happening now. The way that all the people died, obviously, in the past year. But even just like people stepping down, people, losing their jobs, people getting revealed for being fucking, creeps or whatever. And millennial, I mean, we're even getting middle-aged. I saw some fucking article today about middle-aged millennials. I feel like we didn't even happen. Millennials' big thing was tech. It's that simple. Apps, Facebook, social media. That's what we did. That was our big contribution, I would say. Not music or art or anything like that. Just fucking social media bullshit. Facebook aesthetic, blue and white. Just bilious. Bubonic. It's like bile. Facebook is like, it looks like somebody diseased person's complexion. Thoughts, they're getting better at that. They're predicting our behavior. They knew who we are better than we do. And I don't know, AI, should I be afraid of this? You do feel like a little bit like John Henry. Like this struggle, this technological, but I feel like intellectually, like Gary Kasparov versus Deep Blue, chess, computers, AI, even writing. Like I saw the other day that like they got fucking, and this is not a surprise to me at all, but they have fucking AI programs that can write short stories and novel shit. I mean, that doesn't surprise me at all. I think it's only a matter of time. In fact, I don't know. I would say a lot of my writing style has been influenced by kind of Glitch, the way that AI jams things together. They had this app for Twitter where you could enter your, Twitter handle and it would generate poems based on your fucking tweets. And I gotta say, they were pretty fucking good. And like, but they were really kind of non sequitur and jagged, and the tenses just kind of went every way. like just spokes going every fucking way, just super fragmented. And to me, that sounded like the voice of the future. That's the way computers talk. You know, like it seemed valid to me, the way the computer was just jamming. And it kind of, sometimes it was just awesome. A lot of the shit that the fucking computer came up with was like awesomely affecting, just explosively funny, or in a way that honestly human beings can't do. There was kind of more power in it. I don't know. So I tried to imitate that consciously in the way that it was jagged and shit. I don't know if that's the way computers talk. And maybe AI will sort of outlearn that and smooth it out and really be able to write like great prose or something, or great poetry. I mean, to me, it already was. Poetry is kind of more accepting of that kind of fragmented, you know, ungrammatical, you know, deviant syntax, you know, anarchist syntax, anarchist grammar. But I don't really worry about that too much, but you do feel like you're living in two different fucking worlds, you know, the analog world, the human world, the older world, and then the digital world and the app world and the phone world. And there does seem to be like a huge gap. I mean, maybe that's not uncommon. Maybe with TV it was the same fucking thing, or records, or telephone. I don't know. To me, this interposes generationally. It like, I mean, even although like my grandma fucking has Netflix and a phone and shit, she doesn't really do Facebook, but like she does email, she does. My grandpa maybe not so much, but my dad not so much. How consequential is it really? I don't know. You know, like maybe we're just used to it, being able to do Uber and order food, and I mean, everything we do is this. Older people see that and they think we're just fucking crazy. They just think, you know, that can't be that exciting. And they're right. I don't know. We're just trading likes and we're trading fucking back and forth of fake attention. I don't know. The people who are able to break out, they're either very good looking or I don't know. They just nailed the aesthetic. You know, that's why I was talking about my phone. It's like I do need a new iPhone if I really wanted to be competitive on Facebook or Instagram. You know, and I'm not sure I do. I don't know if it were to be a way of making money. And I think everybody, it's just a get rich quick scheme, and it's sort of like a gold rush. It's like that's where there's money in them. There are hills, you know. If you can be an influencer, if you could get, I don't even know how many followers do you need? A couple thousand, 10,000, and then you're like can monetize or get sponsorship maybe. I'm trying to do it on YouTube. I guess I'm not trying hard enough. I'm not doing it the right way. My videos aren't YouTubey enough. I need to like host more and I don't know, edit it like in a choppier, more fun way or something. But and do my thumbnails, do better thumbnails. I don't know how you grow an audience. I don't know if I have viral sensibility. I have Charles Grodin sensibility. A lot of my favorite artists, it's like they don't really have any traction online. If they create social media or something, but then certain of them are really good at it. Like Eileen Miles got 30,000 fucking Instagram followers. Like that's fucking insane. Like that's pretty relevant. You're pretty, and considering the way that Eileen Miles posts, it's very like avant-garde. It's just like taking pictures of the ground and shit and weird captions. So the fact that they're able to have that many followers and be themselves is like, that's the goal. See, I feel like I'm being myself and I have no followers. But Instagram, to be honest, I stopped participating in Instagram seriously in 2000 when I met my paramour in 2015. That's when I stopped. That's when the likes thing became too scary and too consequential for me. I was just like, you know, if people didn't like my post, it was just too emotional. And it still is, to be honest, like whether or not somebody looks at your post, or it is kind of like you take it way too personally and you think it's way too meaningful. That's one reason why I'm hesitant. It's just like, I mean, I spend a shitload of time on Twitter. Instagram's not that much different. I trust the guy who runs Twitter a little bit more than I trust Mark Zuckerberg. Like, Mark Zuckerberg seems empirical and kind of dehuman in a way that, like, at least the Twitter guy, like, pretends to be like a Zen master and shit. And he did ban Trump finally. Like, he seems a little bit more new agey. He's into meditation retreats and shit. Zuckerberg is just like, he might as well be a fucking stockbroker or something. Like, I don't think that it gets beyond that for him. It's more of a numbers thing than like a soul thing or a feel thing. It's hard to believe that Facebook has been able to stay in the position that they're in. I don't know what I would attribute that to. Like, I mean, their interface is like super load friendly. Like, it all happens fast, and they have just kind of like moved into every like video moment, anything. They don't have any compunction about anything. They move into everything. Craigslist type shit, marketplace, messaging, news, obviously, groups. They don't have any compunction about. They just do. They are like a little miniature internet within the internet. They are like your small town. And I think the banality and the kind of like lowest common denominator, or like homogeneity of the aesthetic, is part of what makes, like, it's not like MySpace. It's not like super hipster or edgy. It's very bureaucratic. It's like a filing cabinet for, you know, your identity and data, the way you look, your family. And they're not afraid to just like vote. They will do what they have to do to keep your attention. Amazon's like that too. You know, they do studies about your retina. What's your retina looking at? How long did you look at? You know, how long was your cursor over a certain thing? You know, they want you to click. They want you to buy. They study you like an animal to figure out that behavior. And that's, I think, one thing that keeps them winning and number one and shit. They all laughed at Christopher Columbus. It's New York. You should be able to do whatever the fuck you want. Freedom. It's party city. That's what I say. Frankly, Fabs is bringing it back this summer. I'm having a great time already. I went to the Yankee game. Went to a reading last Friday night. It was beautiful. Getting back into that artistic way of looking at things, that avant-garde way of looking at things, that East Coast, European inflected, world inflected, oblique, but open. You know, that's all obliqueness is mean that they're accepting of alternative ways of looking at things. The thing about our culture is just like, if you're going to make a poem, if you're going to make a movie, it's like it has to be a certain way. Whereas avant-garde or New York, it's just kind of like, no, if you want to do a fucking book about office furniture and it's gentle and like pseudo in the language of a manual, but also poetic, yeah, let's do that. You know, it's not necessarily, you don't have to crochet a scarf or turn it into some fucking, I don't know, comedy skit or whatever. So here we are trying to do that, feeling our way through it, committing 10,000 hours. I don't know. What do I need to change my look? Am I hot? How do I get hot again? Was I ever hot? I think the beard kind of turns me into this like biker Santa Claus hippie hobo character. I'm not sure if, like, in the post-pandemic world, I think it's more about cleanliness and neatness and just getting it done, streamlining. This is it. Like, the pandemic, I don't know, it kind of sheared away some of the, it kind of pared down some of the neuroses and the buildup. It was kind of like a defragging of the hard drive, a meditation, a worldwide meditation, a rest, a pause, a hold. I'm surprised it went on as long as it did, to be honest. I think that did do a world of good. It's just like, you know, when you meditate during your day, like that can have a profound effect. Taking 20 minutes to just like rest, observe. You don't always have to go, do. You can be so automated and so busy that you kind of like forget you're alive and stop being able to see, stop being able to be alive. You know, taking a moment to sort of like check in. Maybe we should get a different angle. That'd be fun. And notice that you're noticing. Notice that you're alive. You know, sort of postmodernize it. Meta. Okay, not only am I Matt Proctor, but I'm Frank. Not only am I frankly fabulous, but I'm Matt Proctor. And here I am holding this microphone in my left hand. It's silver. I've got my laptop. I'm in New York for. Let's try this other angle for fun, right? Just being aware that we're aware. Yeah, I'm trying to get some gigs. You know, I don't know. They can open everything up indoors. I don't know if I'm ready to do indoors, but my gig is everywhere all the time. This is a gig. You make your own gig. You know, I wouldn't say that nobody shows up to my gigs. I can get 15, 20, 30 people usually. In New York, it's not that hard to get people to come because there's a lot of people here. There's one thing New York has, it's a lot of fucking people. And people want to go out. People want to do stuff. That's why we're here. Oh, you're doing a gig? Yeah, we'll come out. You got a show? Yeah, we'll come look at your paintings. I got to go to the galleries. Maybe that's something I should have did today. It's on my to-do list. There's just so much I got to do, but this has been my practice, so I do want to keep it up. I want to keep it alive. I want people to watch the content. It is being created. We're constantly thinking. We're constantly talking. We're picking it apart. We're dissecting it. We're thinking of, we need an editorial platform. I don't think this is bad. Doing it once or twice a week and doing it at home. Like I said, I don't know. Is there something I could do that would be better? Way to spend this time. I think in a lot of ways, it's like having a lot of plates. It's like one of the plates is writing. One of the plates is music. One of the plates is radio hosting, DJing, live streaming. One of the plates is photography. One of the plates is videography. One of the plate, the list goes on. Publishing, live gigs, relationships, friends, going to art galleries, going to other people's shows. It's all good. It's all part of it. Doing talks. I like this as a form. It's one of my preferred forms. This is maybe my best form, to be honest. Another thing I need to do, I need to get a word processing fucking program. It's like impossible. Everything's all in the cloud now. You can't just download, a word program and have it untethered to the fucking internet. Everything's on Google Drive. Everything's on fucking or Microsoft Office is even in the fucking cloud now. It's like, Jesus Christ. So I can't do any kind of text editing, publishing really at home. I can't use my printer because I don't have the fucking internet. And to be honest, Google Drive just is not a very good word processing thing. Like Microsoft Word is good. I don't know why they went to this. I do know why they went to this fucking cloud thing, because like it's the only way they can get people to fucking pay for it. But why can't I just pay $50, get Microsoft Word, own it, and be fucking done with it? I don't want to pay $100 a year. Like, maybe I could be the Andy Rooney of YouTube. Why is it? I can't get download a word processing. It's $69.99. Funk Dat, Sagat by Funk Dat. That was sort of a John Giorno piece. All right, Microsoft Word for Mac trial. I don't want a fucking trial. I want... There's got to be some kind of free, like the internet, right? It's been around for so long. Everybody spends all their fucking time on the internet. How is there not a free fucking... Oh, man, that bus would have been cool to get. How is there not a free fucking open word processing program? I'm sure there is, but it's like... why is that not an option, Microsoft? Bill Gates, you just got divorced. Maybe this is why. Because you don't fucking offer a download option, a physical copy. Not everybody wants everything to be streaming. Okay? And furthermore, the fucking internet should be free. Like, I'm on my phone, right? And I thought it was 15 gigs a month of goddamn data. Apparently it's 10. High speed. And then they lower your speed. They lower it from 4G or whatever to 2G. So you can't do shit. I mean, it takes forever to fucking load anything. You can't load pictures. It's unusable. It's like worthless internet. You can kind of do email and maybe sort of things like that, but it just sucks. And it's like, what the fuck? I can't believe you're even charging me for this, because like all I use it for is to buy shit, is to click things, is to, you know, is to give you my attention, is to give you my money. It's like a, you know, it's like a mall. They don't charge you to go to the fucking mall. Like, they want to sell you shit. They want to get you in there. They want to get you in the store. It's like, this is kind of a similar principle. It's like they're taking your data. They're taking, you know, to me, okay, maybe that can be the deal. You can have my data, but you have to give me the internet for free. Like, I'm not going to pay you to fucking like steal all my information. And you know, like, what did they gave the people in Illinois like $400? That's how much their data was worth. That's how much all of their like whole personality and interior life and world and everything is worth $400. Like, come on, that is absurd. Somehow, I'm not exactly sure how our society. Apparently, there's going to be inflation on things like eggs and shit, but like Elon Musk having $270 billion or whatever, that's not inflation. That's accurate. That's realistic. He's created that much value. That is not inflation. Like, so much of wealth, these bitcoins and shit, like, isn't crypto, isn't that literally just inflation? It's like, here's this thing that's absolutely worthless. It's, you know, it just creates pollution, and it's incredibly overvalued. Like, that's inflation. Yeah, like, why not take some of the value from that and use it to subsidize the fucking shit we actually need? If it's creating all this wealth somehow out of money by gaming the economic system, which is just completely insane and untenable, particularly because it's just like these Bitcoin and data, you know, crypto, it's all just like pollution factories. It's all they are. They don't even make paper or anything. They just make the most annoying people on earth really rich. Just like the dumbest tweaker, shiny, oh my God, Dogecoin. Oh my God, GameStop. Let's create all this value in GameStop by hyping the market via crowdsourcing on Reddit. I mean, it's just harnessing the power of the internet. Like, with the internet, you can aggregate huge amounts of people and cause a group. I think that's what certain people are realizing, like these YouTube guys, or even, like, I hate to say it, but Trump. You know, they realize that you can, with more people live more online than they live in their actual communities, in their actual lives. Their communities are online. So you can, if you can garner an aggregate of people like they did with the GameStop thing, it was all these people on Reddit were just like, yeah, we're going to hype this stock. What did they buy shitloads of it or something? So it became really expensive. It's like GameStop. It's a nerd company. It's just a bunch of fucking Xbox hyperactive, and they're making shitloads of money. I don't know. Good for them. If you want to pay attention to art or music or poetry or anything beautiful and actually alive, it's going to nurture you like emotionally and intellectually and kind of spiritually. And I don't know. Somehow we figure out a way to get money from it. I'm still getting from point A to point B. So far, so good. Hopefully, I'll become a huge smash on YouTube and be able to just like wizard power, you know, hundreds of millions of my viewers into like making the world a better place and creating flash mobs of, like, poetry and beauty and gentleness and not just like dumb internet diarrhea culture, just stupid. Like, if I lived in a forum, it's just the marriage of tech and finance. It's a match made in hell, and it's meant to be, because they're all interested in the same shit. It's just numbers, it's just data, it's all synthetic, it's all imaginary, it's all an economy within our imaginations. It's not really real. It's not tangible. It's not like a forest or a live event. It's like a construct and a bunch of manipulations therein. And I don't know. It's, once again, to be John Henry. John Henry's just a steel driving man. He could drive a track and he could drive a jack and he could lay a track or something. Johnny Cash, I mean, I'm sure it's an old song, but there's that great song about John Henry was a steel driving man. He fought the machines. They had to fucking dig the railroad tunnels by hand with sledgehammers and shit, axe and pick or whatever. And then they had these fucking drill machines, pneumatic drills. Everybody knows the story. It's a classic American folktale. Man worked to death trying to compete with machines. He dies, right? He has like some kind of mega heart attack because it's artificial labor, it's automation, it's robots. He's human. He's the fastest human alive. He's the baddest motherfucker alive. And he tries to keep up. Does he win? I don't remember. But he dies. Like an imperfect human being. The machine can be repaired. The person croaks. I was listening to this thing today about in Pittsburgh, there's a lot of older people. It's one of the oldest metro areas in the nation, actually, except for Florida. It's like the oldest. And they said in the 80s, a lot of people who lost their jobs doing manufacturing and blue-collar labor had heart attacks and died because of the stress. It was like an epidemic thing, like a whole generation of these people who got laid off, blue-collar workers, had heart attacks or strokes because of the stress. And just the amount of stress that not having a good job, a good paying job, of course, back then it was manufacturing, it was steel, what have you. And that's what happened to my friend's dad. Worked for 10 TV. He was a fucking director at 10 TV, like for fucking his whole career, 30, 40 fucking years. He was a beloved figure at the station, had been with them for a while. And let me move over here. And they fired him. They fired him because like literally like a year or shortly before he was going to retire. They fired him so they didn't have to pay him his pension. Like, how fucking... First of all, I can't even believe they can do that. Like, if you don't make it all the way to 65 or something, I guess they don't have to pay you full pension or something. And he had a stroke shortly after because of the fucking stress of that. Like, that's capitalism. That's fucking America. Like, God, is there anything else I need to do before I... Okay, we got student... Oh, we have student price. How do I do this? This girl over here just said somebody slid into her DMs. It's awesome. Slid into the DMs. Slid into the DMs. It's so sexual. Yeah, this is what we're out here railing against. You know, the finance people, the tech people. It's easier to do those transactions. Everything's in credit. It's instantaneous. You can get algorithms involved. You can really maximize the amount of money you make and how it's transferred around. It's privately kept. Bitcoin is transnational or whatever, so it's, you know, it's untaxable or something, and it's sort of above the law. I'm sure these guys love that too. Maybe I should buy some. I don't know. If I could just invest, maybe just the next dumbass thing that comes up in the media about like, oh, this is the next crypto. Maybe I'll just, because like, to be honest, the GameStop thing appeared in the media, and the Dogecoin thing. The Dogecoin thing has been in the media for a couple months, and it only just like went through the roof. Like, you had plenty of time to invest in that. If I would have put $5,000 in Dogecoin, I'd probably be a fucking millionaire. So maybe just because these things are so dumb, like all this shit, like Trump and everything that happens on the internet, there's just an element of like, this is so dumb. It's almost like a practical joke. It's like, this will never happen. Trump will never be the president. Bitcoin, that's so fucking stupid. Dogecoin, it's like a dog. You know, like, this will never be anything. Fucking GameStop, like, what? This is Reddit, like, this is some internet stupid thing. And then lo and behold, Trump's the goddamn president. Dogecoin, Elon Musk is the Doge father. God, I hate that motherfucker. It is like two different worlds. Like, he lives in Superman fucking Fortress of Solitude, 21st century. You know, he's comfortable with AI and robots and fucking all of the shit. Self-driving cars. Everything that I've seen is almost like some kind of fucking horrible demonstration gone awry. Like the super truck thing when he threw the fucking steel ball into the windshield and it cracked the windshield. Or the fucking Teslas burning for like hours and hours and hours and hours and you can't put them out. Or his dumbass tunnel where you can't open your fucking door and shit. It's just like every fucking... It's like tool time or whatever. You know, every time Tim fucking would build some kind of like super, oh, this is like some kind of like TV in your bathroom, it would always explode or whatever. It's like, that's Elon Musk. It's like, oh, wow, he's got this fucking cyber truck. It's invincible. Like it's from fucking a Paul Verhoeven movie or some shit. You know, that's where his imagination is. He's not like fucking, he doesn't have any like qualms about that shit. That's where he lives. He wants to be Tesla, Jules Verne, you know, science fiction world, Blade Runner. And now he's hosting SNL. So that'll be happening this Saturday. Maybe I'll do some kind of counter protest out front or something. I can walk to Rockefeller Center. I got to get that really good Vietnamese food. We're on 16% battery, so we're running out of time. How do I download Microsoft Office? I'll give you $50. Just give me a fucking DVD with Microsoft Word on it. I'll give you $50. How does that sound? To me, it should be $25. It's a word processing app. Like, it's essential. Anybody with a fucking computer needs a fucking word processing app, right? I mean, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's antiquated. Maybe everything is emails or images now. To go back to the earlier thing I was talking about the proliferation of images, it feels like words are becoming less and less necessary. There's emojis. There's, people send each other texts of videos. They FaceTime. They take pictures. They fucking send pictures, send GIFs or GIFs, whatever, however you want to pronounce that. Not prejudiced one way or the other. However you want to pronounce GIF. I kind of like GIF, but GIF is fun too. So I don't know. I mean, images are supplanting words. It's a more direct spoken word. I think poetry could return to being primarily a video thing and a spoken thing. This is as valid a form of dissemination and maybe as effective as publishing. They're different. They should both exist, but this could be primary. Video could be primary for fucking everything, for zillennials and kids younger than that. Man, something smells fucking good. That pretzel cart smells like flambe cognac and caramelization. Smells like caramelized garlic and onions. So we're winding up. I can't find Microsoft. I mean, if anybody knows, if anybody of my legions of fans, I know you're out there. You're all just like stealth. I have huge fans in Russia. I had a guy in Finland watching me. My friends should be watching this. I don't know if my friends like tune into my YouTube page, but if you want to see me, I'm on YouTube pretty regularly. It's where I'm hanging out. It's my hangout. You can hang out in Club Fabulous. All you have to do is subscribe. It's free. I provide this for free. Do you believe it? People should be sending me money to my Venmo at Shoyish. Send me Venmo. Shoyish. Or you can send. I've been getting a lot of mail recently. It's been really nice. My producer sent me his care packages. My ex sent me a box from LA that it was just a bunch of shit. It's like, why did you even send this to me? It's just a bunch of garbage. My pea coat was in it. I'm glad I got my pea coat back. That thing I have sentimental attachment to because it's my Tom Wingfield coat. But she sent me clothes that I'm pretty sure weren't even mine. It's like, God damn, I went out with you for 2.5 years. Like, I never wore red. She sent me a couple red t-shirts. It's like I never wore a red fucking t-shirt in my whole, in years. And she mailed me this t-shirt that clearly is not mine. It's way too big and smelly. I don't know if that was like a dig at me, but I think it costs like a lot of money to ship. So I guess it's nice of her to do that. And then she sent me our papers. So I got to sign the papers. So I've been getting a lot of fun mail recently. My friend Time Dinosaur, shout out to Time Dinosaur. He sent me an amazing masterpiece on a broadside. It's incredible. It's this beautiful poem on a piece of paper that he printed out. It's gorgeous. I hung it on my fucking wall. He sent it to me like in a shipping tube. It was so, thoughtful. So I've been sending a lot of letters. I've been getting letters. That's what I've been doing through the pandemic is sending letters and shit. Sending my chat books out. So I got to get a word processing program so I can print my fucking chat books. Guys, I got to distribute them to the people out here. I need to set up my poetry business. My poetry startup. Fabulous Poetry Systems. Fabulous Poetry Incorporated. And it's the game within the game. It's the alter ego. It's the fabulous within the fabulous. There's James Proctor. There's Matt Proctor. There's Frankly Fabulous. There's Antoine. There's Thurber Joyce. We're on 10%, baby. We're going to ride it till the fucking wheels fly off. So thank you for watching. If you're watching now or in the future, when people understand me. I'm so far ahead of my time. They're watching this in art museums 50 years from now. This is at Pompidou. People at Centre Pompidou are watching this in the year 2070. And they're like, oh, yes, Frankly Fabulous. Goddamn. The last human man. The last human being. The last dinosaur. The last of the passenger pigeons before they went extinct. Everything goes extinct. That's what big business is about. It's what overpopulation is about. It's what Mark Zuckerberg is about. The extinction of personality through over-observation and over publicization. Everything is done for social media, primarily. The way we look, the way we walk, the way we talk. Got to smooth out the edges, smooth out the roughness. Got to be aesthetic. Got to be blemishless. Can't look like a dirty, bearded Grizzly Adams, biblical prophet. I don't know. What should I do with it? I have dates on Thursday and this weekend. What should I do with it? I probably need to get like some kind of public second opinion. Is it good? Is it bad? The girls don't seem to be like super not about it. They all laughed at Christopher Columbus. Here we are, shooting my big Manhattan movie. This is a film. It's an hour and 22. Just released it in theaters. It's a Frankly Fabulous movie. Welcome to Club Fabulous. Maybe I need to do more characters. I think I want to do a whole broadcast in character. You know, why not? Why not do the whole fucking show in character? So look forward to that. I'll be doing more live broadcasts. Hopefully, my goal probably twice a week. If I could come down here 2 days a week and go live, maybe Tuesday and Thursday or something. Nobody really watches live. I don't know. But it's the podcast. It's the Club Fabulous podcast. We love our fans. You people watching out there, you're special. Thank you for sticking with it. There's a lot to bear with and chop through to get to the diamond. But every once in a while, Frankly Fabulous stumbles into something interesting. I'm on low battery. My Mac will sleep soon unless plugged into a power outlet. So thank you for watching. We're going to kill the feed. Kill the feed. Kill the feed. Kill the fucking feed. Kill it. We're done. We're done here. We're done.